So you're thinking of moving to Langley, BC? Well, Langley, BC has been a hot relocation point for the last 5 years with people moving from all over the place, out of province, as well as in province from Vancouver to Langley. And I myself actually did live in Langley for 2.5 years and I loved it. And in this video, I'm gonna share 5 facts that you must know before you move here. I'm that Agent Kelly, realtor in the area. And if you enjoy content about Langley and the Fraser Valley, please do thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And if you want to chat about moving here, I got a link in my description that will book you right into my calendar so we can chat. So the first thing you want to know about Langley if you're moving here is that the location in relation to Vancouver could be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on where in Langley you're commuting to and from, as well as what location in Vancouver you're driving to and what time of day you are driving there. For example, if you're leaving from 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒, which is a newer sub area located right against the highway, and you're driving to East Vancouver with no traffic, that could be done in 20 minutes. However, if you're driving to downtown Vancouver from 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 during a high traffic time, that can take an hour. If you're driving from Langley City, which is like 15 to 20 minutes south inwards away from the highway, that could probably take an hour and a half in traffic, so it just depends. And I would say Langley City to downtown Vancouver without any traffic could take you 45 minutes, so it just depends. The second thing you're gonna wanna know about Langley is that it rains here often. I don't think it's any secret that Vancouver and its suburbs see a lot of rain, and in fact, that's why a lot of the people who actually live here call it Raincouver. Although in the last couple years, it has been getting a lot better. I mean, growing up pretty much my whole life, we saw maybe 2 months of sunshine every single year, and in the last couple years, it's been like, 4.5 months of sunshine starting in the middle of May and then going until basically the middle of October or even the end of October. But as per Weather Atlas, Canada during the year sees about 184 days of rain and collects up to 1,508 millimeters of precipitation. However, if we look at this chart, you'll see that Langley only got 1,000 millimeters of rain, so like 40% less rain in 2023 than the average, and has been declining in recent years. Thirdly, Langley really only has 2 artery roads. There's 200th Street and 208th Street. Both of these roads are super congested basically from 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. at night. So depending on your commute, you're going to want to factor this into your decision making on where you want to live in Langley, because if you lived in, say, Walnut Grove or 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒, that is not a problem that you have to deal with. However, if you lived in Langley City or Salmon River or Brookswood or somewhere further south, you are going to have to put up with that traffic almost definitely. Fourthly, prices and rents. So why are so many people choosing to live in Langley and also relocate from Vancouver to Langley is mainly because of, well, the prices for one, but also its accessibility to get to Vancouver. Langley on aggregate pricing, which is all areas and product types combined versus the same in Vancouver, is about 25% cheaper. Now, actually within Langley, how are certain areas priced? 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 is going to be your highest price per square foot, as that area is mostly brand new and is located right beside the highway. That area is the cream of the crop in Langley. That's where most people want to be. Next, you have Walnut Grove, which is located right against the highway as well, but this area is older. It's mostly built in the 1990s, and therefore the price per square foot is a bit lower. And then you have Langley City, which is the cheapest price per square foot. Now, this isn't the cheapest that Langley gets. I'm specifically talking about condos, as that's what most first-time home buyers are buying. If you wanted to buy a detached home, there are cheaper per square foot areas like Aldergrove, Murrayville, etc., etc. There just isn't a lot of townhomes or condo product in those areas, and our detached homes here are super expensive. They're upwards of 1.2 million bucks. So for the majority of people, you're likely going to be looking at a condo or a townhome. Langley City, Walnut Grove, and 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 are the 3 areas that are going to house most of that product in Langley. Now, rent across Langley is pretty much the same everywhere within $200. For a 1-bedroom, you're going to be around $2,100 to $2,300 a month, unless it's a really old 1-bed that possibly doesn't have in-suite laundry or something like that. 2 beds are going to rent for $2,400 to $2,700 a month, and 3 bedrooms can rent anywhere from like $2,800 to $4,000, depending on if it's a 3-bed condo, townhome, or detached house. And fifth, Langley, in my opinion, is the most amenity-rich city within the Fraser Valley. And the Fraser Valley is a region that houses about 5 cities 40 minutes away from Vancouver that Langley resides in. And within the Fraser Valley, Langley is the most amenity-rich city in that region, in my opinion. Langley has a massive mall called Willowbrook Mall. In the last decade, they spent a ton of money revamping that mall and also adding on to it, so there's tons of new trendy stores to shop at there. Langley has so many good trendy restaurants like Haven, Cactus Club, Brown's Social House, to name a few. They also have an Olive Garden. They have breweries and wineries. They also have nightlife. There's Oak and Thorn, which basically starts off the day as a pub and then later on at night kind of transitions into a club. Tons of golf courses, a gun range, pretty much everything you could think of resides in Langley. And hey, if you're an outdoorsy person, you're probably an hour or less away from hunting, fishing, camping, maybe not hunting, but at the very least, camping, fishing, hiking, boating. All of that stuff is within an hour away from Langley. Now, if you want me to go through and break down each neighborhood piece by piece on a map, please leave me a comment because I am more than happy to do that. If you enjoy this content, subscribe. Once again, like the video. If you want to chat, book that call. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you.